This is actually very interesting and honestly crazy. This is gonna change college football forever. College football leaders are expected to approve the following changes coming in 2024. This is per Ross Dellinger, and this all is per PFF. Helmet communication. So like I think they're put a mic in maybe the middle linebacker or the safety, strong safety, whatever you want to do, and the quarterbacks helmets. Tablet usage on sideline slash halftime. So we'll get into that in a minute. 2 minute warnings. So 2 minute warnings, I'm sure at the end of the first half, and I'm sure at the end of the second half. Tablet usage on sideline and halftime. Now, one thing I would be interested in knowing, and this is something that I don't think a lot of people know, is like, so you have the tablet on the sidelines. They're Windows, Microsoft tablets in the NFL, and I can't remember what we use in the USFL, but I think we use Windows, Microsoft in the USFL as well. But what a lot of people don't know is in the NFL, the tablets that they use, those are just cut ups. That's not actually video. They're not watching video. They're looking at cut ups, and I believe it's like one cut up at the snap of the play and then another cut up like 3 seconds after the snap or like 2 seconds after the snap or something like that. But like, I believe it's only pictures. They're not looking at video. In the USFL, we were looking at video. We were watching full video. Like we were just looking at the film like we would the day after the game or, you know, the week leading up to the game. We were looking at regular film. In the NFL, it's different than that. So my question would be, is this going to be image cut-ups of, you know, the play, you know, has the way they do it? Are they going to do it the way they do it in the NFL, or are they going to do it like high school slash college? Because I remember or high school slash USFL, because I remember in high school, we would have our huddle film on the sidelines. Like we would have updates of our film on the sidelines. Maybe you can say that's because I went to the biggest high school in Oklahoma. We had funds, you know, we had the ability to do that. A lot of high schools probably don't have the ability to do that. But where I was at, we had video on the sidelines. And I was very baffled when my friend Samori told me, you know, that they didn't have video in the NFL. Like, I was like, what? That's not video? Like, and my thing is like, there's only so much you can get from, you know, the tablet. There's only so much you can get from looking at pictures, but nothing's more helpful than seeing that video. Just seeing the whole play, seeing it all play through, seeing, you know, what we did wrong, where did you make a misstep at, where did your hand placement wrong at, you know, all of these things. Like, these are things that can really help players in real time during the game. And I think it's going to be a great change in college football. It's going to be crazy. I mean, these players obviously, some of these changes are probably sparked from the Michigan situation that happened this last year and Coach Harbaugh and all of the cheating scandal or whatever they wanted to say. I'm sure a lot of these changes have come from that, but this is going to change. You know, my question now would be like, what does this look like? Like, does the NCAA provide, like, who all has these amenities? Is this just going to open up the window for you to have these amenities? Like, you're able to have tablets on the sidelines, you're able to have helmet communication, you're able to have, I mean, obviously the 2 minute warnings is going to be a thing, but you're able to have tablets, you're able to have helmet communication. But then does it become an issue when, you know, is this going to be something that's provided to everybody? Will everybody have the helmet communication? Will everybody have the tablet usage? Like, is this going to be a commonplace, or is it just opening the door for people to be able to do this? Like, hey, you can have helmet communication with your players with certain players, select players, you know, one or two players if you want. You can have a tablet on the sidelines. You can have a certain number of tablets on the sidelines if you want. Like, what does that look like? Like, is it a mandate, or is it just, you know, opening the door and allowing people to do that? You know, I think it's going to change college football. I think it's going to change the way that, you know, the game. I don't know. We've seen so many changes in the last couple of years in college football. NIL, you know, we've seen conference realignment like crazy. We've seen conferences die. The Pac-12 is no more. Like, we've seen so much happen. And then now this with helmet communication, I think it was only a matter of time before this happened, just judging off what we saw happen this past week or this past season with Michigan, and, you know, seeing how deep that might have went, and, you know, seeing how many teams and people might have been affected by that. I think this was a inevitable change in the game. But man, this is going to be crazy. Helmet communication. I can't even imagine, like, helmet communication in college. I would love to know what that's going to look like and how soon that's going to be put in, and, you know, what all it's going to look like. What is it going to be like? What is it going to be like?